Okay, I kind of messed up the outro of my last video. Um, because it kind of went long and I just pressed the wrong hotkey, I guess. But that gives you all the background of my character and the intro to the larger world. So we met the king. He seems a little bit of a duffer. He, I mean, what else can I say? He seems like a duffer. I'm gonna have to do a ritual. I'm going to have to meet a couple more recruits, and I need to seek out a
Hale,
dude
you must
named.
be the Grey Warden recruit that Duncan brought.
You seek out a dude named Alistair. This guy will give me instructions about the camp, but I don't really need to talk to him because I already know where everything is in this camp. There's also some people I can talk to.
Stand here in this hour, good folk of Ferelden, and we contemplate the death that may await.
Here's one of these recruits. Let's see what he's all about.
So, any last wishes I can help fulfill before you head into battle? Life is fleeting, you know. That pretty face could be decorating some darkspawn spear this time tomorrow. Shall I take that quiet glare as a no? Oh, well, too bad. Well, you're not what I thought you'd be.
And who are you?
The name's Daveth. It's about bloody time you came along. I was beginning to think they cooked this ritual up just for our benefit.
What do you know about the ritual?
I happened to be sneaking around camp last night, see, and I heard a couple of Grey Wardens talking. So, I listened in for a bit. I'm thinking they plan to send us into the wilds.
So what? That wouldn't frighten me.
Cannibals, beasts, witches, and now darkspawn. What isn't to be scared of? It's all too secretive for me. Makes my nose twitch. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Like we have a choice.
I'm looking forward to it.
You sound just like the bloody knight. Well, more power to you. Anyway, I expect it's time to get back to Duncan. That's where I'll be if you need me for anything.
So one thing that is a little bit annoying about this game, that it is not repeated in the later games, is they make a big deal about you being a woman in this game. Pretty frequently it comes up that, like, Daveth just then said, "You're not what I thought you'd be." And if I'd followed that track of the conversation, he would have said, "Well, I didn't expect a woman." I think the same thing will be said by Jory, who's the other recruit. We'll
In the
talk
name
to
of
him.
Andraste, I bless you today. May you find favor in the Maker's eyes. So
Greetings. You must be the third recruit we've heard about.
I am. Who are you?
Sir Jury is my name. I hail from Redcliffe, where I served as knight under the command of Arl Eamon. I was not aware they permitted women to join the Grey Wardens.
And there it
None
is.
of those I've seen thus far have been.
I'd rather not talk about that.
Well, as you wish. Tell me, has anyone told you what this joining ritual entails?
It's a big secret, apparently.
I never heard of such a ritual. I had no idea there were more tests after getting recruited. I suppose since you're finally here, I'd best get back to Duncan. I shall see you there.
Okay. All right, I am going to talk to this guy because talking to him gets me a key. So I'm going to talk to this prisoner over here.
Huh. Someone finally comes and talks to the lone prisoner. I don't suppose you've come to sentence me?
You haven't been sentenced?
No. They put someone like me in a cage until someone important has time to decide what to do with me. I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you? All I want is food and water. They haven't fed me since I was locked up and I'm starving.
That's horrible. Why haven't they fed you?
I expect nobody thought of it with all the battles and such.
Why would I want to help you?
Because you might want something I don't need. Them circle wizards got a chest they keep things in. Magical things. And I stole the key. That's why I'm here. I got one of them drunk, took his key and tried to sneak to the chest. They assumed I was deserting. I can't use it from here. But I'd trade you for some food and water.
They didn't find the key when you were arrested?
I swallowed it. But it's, come back into my possession since then,
Delicious.
so to speak.
I'll see what I can do.
Just ask my guard for his. He's still got some dinner. I saw him put it in his coat.
Time to use that persuasion skill.
Lucky dog. You Grey Wardens get to ride with the king while I'm left with the drudgery of guarding this deserter. They should have just hanged him. Put his head on a pike as an example.
I had a chat with him, actually.
Don't expect it was an enlightening conversation.
He asked for some food and water.
Did he now? Since nobody sends me nothing to feed him with, the only way we'll get that is if I give him mine.
So you miss one meal. This man could be hanged soon.
All right, all right. I guess the poor fella could stand to have one meal in his belly before he hangs. Don't know why you care. I had nothing to do with it, though. If anyone asks why he's burping, I'm gonna say it was you. Just so you know.
So? Brought me some food, have you? I'm so hungry I could faint dead away.
Here's some food.
Much obliged. May Andraste herself rain blessings upon you. And, as I mentioned, here's the key. Use it in good health, huh?
And wash your hands after using it. Okay. Now, this is a chest I won't be able to steal from. Because it's locked, and I don't have an a pick lock skill. You have to be a different class than mage to be able to pick this lock. And that's the chest that I'm going to be able to open, but I can't open it while that guy is over there guarding it. So we'll ignore it for now. I am going to talk to the guy about the dog, because I want to get a dog companion.
This isn't good. I'd hate to waste such a promising member of the breed. Are you the new warden? I could use some help.
What's the problem?
This is a Mabari. Smart breed and strong. His owner died in the last battle, and the poor hound swallowed darkspawn blood. I have medicine that might help, but I need him muzzled first.
I'll give it a shot.
Go in the pen and let him smell you. We'll know right away if he'll respond. Let's hope this works. I'd really hate to have to put him down.
The dog looks up at you respectfully, backing down from his aggressive stance. You can see intelligence in his eyes, as well as a great deal of pain. This animal is very ill. Put the muzzle on the dog.
Well done. Now I can treat the dog properly, poor fella. Come to think of it, are you heading into the wilds anytime soon?
I might be. Why?
There's a particular herb I could use to improve the dog's chances. It's a flower that grows in the swamps here, if I remember. If you happen across it, I could use it. It's very distinctive, all white, with a blood-red centre.
I'll see if I can find one.
Good. In the meantime, I'll begin treating our poor friend.
We who betrayed your prophet Andraste now
Okay.
crave your forgiveness. Do not abandon us in
Also,
our
I'm
dark
gonna
hour.
talk to this lady
Watch
over
over the
here.
valiant King Kaelin and guide him as he faces
here
this
lady's a
terrible
mage.
evil. Watch over Terran Loghain and give
What do
him
we
the
have
strength to
here?
bring us victory.
I heard the new Grey Warden recruit was from the Circle. I don't believe we've met, but I've certainly heard a lot about your talent. My name is Wynne, and I congratulate you on your harrowing, marvelous work. The Fade is a dangerous place.
Yes, I know all about that.
Oh ho, you know all there is to know already, do you? Irving said as much about you. Remarkable self-confidence. So, a Grey Warden, fighting alongside the King. Not too shabby for someone just out of apprenticeship.
King Kaelin thinks the battle will go well.
The King must always seem confident. His behavior affects the troops' morale. He does seem to find his enthusiasm easily, though. Reminds me of a puppy. And I say that with both respect and affection. He is a fine man. To defeat the Darkspawn, we have to work together. It's not an idea everyone seems able to grasp.
You faced Darkspawn before?
Stragglers, yes. Not the vast horde the scouts speak of. I wonder, how much do you know of the connection between Darkspawn and the Fade?
What does the Fade have to do with anything?
Anytime your spirit leaves your earthly body, whether it's to dream or to die, it passes into the realm we call the Fade. It's home to many spirits, some benevolent, others far less so. At the heart of the Fade lies the Black City.
I've heard that. Didn't something bad happen there?
Some say the Black City was once the seat of the Maker. But when the mages from the Tevinter Imperium found a way into the city, it was tainted with their sin. That taint transformed those men, turning them into twisted reflections of their own hearts. And the Maker cast them back to the Earth, where they became the first Darkspawn. At least that's what the Chant of Light says.
And is that true?
It may be allegory, meant to teach us that our own evil causes human suffering. Or it may be true. It is as good an explanation as any for now.
I'll just kill every Darkspawn I see. How about
A
that?
wise attitude. It's worked well for me in the past. But I'm certain Duncan has more for you to do than talk to me.
Watch over Ferelden.
So that was actually kind of helpful in explaining some of the central lore of the Chantry. Alright, so this here is our first shop. As I mentioned before, you can see it's a shop because it looks like a little house. I am not at this moment going to deal with the shop, only because that part is sort of tedious. And I'm also going to use it to build up a lot of gold using what's called an exploit in this game. Because I don't want to have to worry about having to pay for anything ever again. So yes, once I get to that part, I'm definitely going to turn the video off so I can spend however long I need to build up hundreds of coins. I don't think there's anything short left for me to talk to. I think, well, I guess I can always talk to, go talk to Loghain and get a little bit of taste of what he's about.
You approach the tent of Tairn Loghain. State your business.
Tairn Loghain being the general of the army, and also the father-in-law of the king. Tell me about Tairn Loghain.
How can you not know of Loghain? He helped free Ferelden. He was the brains behind King Maric's armies and drove out those damned Orlesians. King Maric rewarded him by making him a Tairn. Can you imagine? A commoner became a high nobleman just like that. Without Loghain, you can bet the king wouldn't be winning against these Darkspawn.
Is the Tairn inside? What is he doing?
He's inside, but I don't think it's my place to discuss his activity.
Surely you can tell me a little bit about him.
I suppose, as long as we talk quietly. He and the king have been arguing for days. The Tairn's known the king since he was swaddled, so they don't stand on ceremony. The Tairn speaks his mind, and the king yells right back. Personally, I think the king should do what Tairn Loghain tells him. Without the Tairn, we wouldn't be doing as well here as we are.
I would like an audience with the Tairn, please.
I suppose you have a message for him. Hold on, then.
The power of the persuade skill.
Yes, what is it? Oh, you're Duncan's new Grey Warden, I assume.
Yes, I am.
Caelan's fascination with the Wardens goes beyond the ordinary. Are you aware his father brought your order back to Ferelden?
A fascination you don't share.
The Wardens are impressive, but not as relevant as Caelan thinks. I hear you're from the Circle of Magi. The first enchanter spoke highly of you. A great achievement, for one so young. I don't suppose you'll be riding into the thick of battle with the rest of your fellows, will you?
I certainly hope so.
Here for the glory, huh? Fair enough. Now I must return to my task. Pray that our king proves amenable to wisdom, if you're the praying sort.
You don't seem very fond of him.
He is Maric's son, and the leader of my beloved Ferelden, and a very young man. I try to keep that in mind, as should you.
So, the king and his general are arguing. That doesn't seem ominous at all.
An evil that spreads like an illness across our land. To face them, we
All
must
right.
first face the evil within ourselves.
I am going to go ahead and end this video here. I'm going to do some trade, and the next video will be about meeting Alistair, which some of you should know is the name of one of my cats, for good reason. Alright, see y'all later.